Hello everyone, it is me, Butterfly Spirit, aka Michelle. So guys, today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about what my expectations of my Reiki Level 1 class um, are going to be. Um, so guys, to start with, um, my Reiki Level 1 class, what I'm hoping for is I'm hoping to have a really nice instructor, an instructor that I understand like what, is, being said by them, what's being demonstrated by them. Um, I'm really hoping that they're like really knowledgeable about Reiki. And one thing that I really look for, as far as an instructor and any type of any type of like concept or study or whatever, is I look for an instructor who has been doing um, whatever they specialize in for a long period of time. I mean, like, hopefully they've been doing it for like 10, 15, 20 years or something like that, and they're pretty knowledgeable about what they're doing. Um, I will, however, be okay with a person if they've been practicing like Reiki for like 5 years or something like that, and they have knowledge about it and stuff like that, then, that's okay too. If the person's only been practicing it for 1 year, I'm gonna be like, yeah, why am I in this Reiki class? What's going on? Because I'm gonna feel like, they may not be knowledgeable if they've only been practicing it for 1 year. So yeah, um, another expectation I have of the class is that I want to be in a class of students where, the other students are, they are interested in Reiki. And they, ask questions like I do, because I feel like the more people who ask questions in the class, the more likely it is that, different types of questions to be asked that can help each and every one of us. Maybe one person may be, asking a question that like the other few of us are wanted to have asked or something like that or whatever. Or maybe there might be a student who may ask a question that maybe the others of us didn't even think to ask, but that question winds up, benefiting, the other students in the class. So I think that's going to be like something else that I'm going to look for. Just other people in the class who, they're interested in the class. Um, I do want the other people in the class to like, I do want them to be friendly and welcoming, not people who are like, know-it-alls or, being standoffish or something like that. Because when you have standoffish people in class, like it can really make the class a downer. And the thing is the class has been paid for me and my fiance, to take together. So, I do want there to be an atmosphere where I'm able to interact with more than just my fiance. It is awesome to, to have my fiance in the class and stuff like that because, I have somebody I know there. But, I want to, try to, see what the other students are like and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that, the other people are, pretty cool and pretty nice and stuff and not like scared and stuff like that or just standoffish or mean or rude or whatever. Because people can be like that, and that kind of makes things kind of not so great, especially this class. So let's see. Moving forward, another expectation, like this is a big expectation. A big expectation is that I want my Reiki level 1 attunement. I want it to be something that is going to be, significant enough that I'm going to be able to feel energy and finally to be able to perceive it after all this time that, I've been trying to, you know, feel energy on a big level. Now, I can feel like the pulse of energy coming from my crystals, but that's about it. And I can see energy because I want to be able to just like interact with that universal life force energy as it like, flows through me. I really want to feel that and, just be able to connect to the universe in that way. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I expect. I do want to be in this space. Um, Basically, I want to be in a nice space where it is, spacious, where, me and the other students can move around, like not in a tight little enclosed space where we can't move around. So a nice, space would be nice, spacious, looks pretty nice and stuff. Nice environments as far as I'm concerned, all great environments, where, you feel likely to want to you know, um, you know, just open yourself up, you know. Uh, let's see, what other expectations do I have? I do expect my class to be 4 hours, just like what I was told that it would be. So I do expect my class to be 4 hours. I do expect us to have breaks. I was told we'd have breaks, so um, I'm looking for those breaks in between the class. Um, and I want the class to be something that resonates with me on a three-dimensional level, but also like a higher spiritual level, where I'm able to like feel it spiritually and engage with my spirit through that life force energy. So that's something else I'm kind of looking forward to. um Trying to think about what else it is that I want to be able to do, or what else, whatever I expect next. Um, I I also I also do expect that, and I was told at the end of the class that I will get a certificate. So I do expect to have a certificate with my name on it by the end of the class. And I expect that by the time I leave out the class, I will know, like, um, I would just have a understanding of, the basic, first level of Reiki. Um, and I will be able to like practice it on myself a little bit and stuff. I know the first class is not like the like it's not the class where you're going to be like the highest level, but I do expect to feel like it was worth it, and like I can walk out feeling energy and stuff, and know that there's something different, but there's a good difference, like not a bad different or anything. um with the class that I'm going to be taking. So I'm going to be taking the class this Sunday, guys. So, I'm really, kind of nervous about it. I got a little bit of fear about it because, I don't know what's going to happen after I take this class. I looked up videos on YouTube and watched them. And, there's a lot of people who feel really good and positive about taking the, Reiki classes and stuff and becoming Reiki masters and stuff. And so I think that's a really good and positive type of thing. Um, but I'm a little scared because through the attunement, I know that I'm going to have my chakras opened and the flow of energy is going to come through me. So I'm a little afraid. I don't know what's going to happen after, like after I take the class. Like I don't really know. So, I don't know how it's going to change my meditation, my dreams. Um, I don't know how it's going to have me like interact with like the world different or nature different. I'm not too sure particularly about that. Um, I do know that Reiki is going to trigger a change in me. So um, change can be good, but change can be scary because, like for me, I have like that fear of the unknown. So like, I don't know like what to expect or whatever. So I'm kind of gearing up for that. And I think it's okay to be afraid of the unknown, because it happens, and I might laugh at myself in Zala when I say, oh my gosh, this was nothing. But I guess I just have to wait to see and wait to experience it and see what happens and stuff. And I know I'm gonna be making other videos with respect to like the Reiki level 1 class and what the outcome is and stuff like that for you guys. So like you'll be able to like know what's up in terms of that class, like in my experiences and stuff. Because guys, I like to share my experience. I think it's very valuable to share your like firsthand experience, because there's other people who might want to get involved with Reiki. So I think it's good to have those firsthand experience videos. And guys, I was trying to think of what else. Oh, with Reiki, guys, I know it's going to be a big, big responsibility. And using something like Reiki, I would say that it's very important, if you're going to be using Reiki, to not just use a video off the internet to like learn Reiki, but I recommend like going into a class and actually learning from a Reiki master. I know there's a tendency for people to say, well, man, it costs money to go to Reiki class, but guys, I was, willing to spend the money and, for the class, and my fiance is going to be in the class. So, we both, basically have to pay out for the class. And so, I think it's important to make sure you learn from an expert, make sure you learn from somebody who is knowledgeable in it, not just somebody who you know, learn something like yesterday and then is trying to teach it to other people who don't know it, or people who just know general information about Reiki, but they really don't know what they're doing when it comes to it. I strongly recommend you learn from somebody who is knowledgeable, somebody who's been practicing Reiki. I would say at least for like 5 years. I think that's a pretty good amount of time for the person to be practicing Reiki, or 10, 15, 20 years they've been practicing Reiki. I think that would be really good. Just somebody who's just learned Reiki like yesterday, or you know 2 weeks ago. I don't think they would be strong enough to be a teacher or to help you to learn Reiki and stuff. I think it's better to learn from an expert, which is what I'm doing, because I want to make sure I'm doing it in an expert way, because I'm going to be using Reiki to help people. So I expect to learn from, like the title denotes, a Reiki master, and not just somebody who's like a novice who doesn't know anything about it, you know because this is energy we're talking about. And there's a tendency for people these days, with relation to like metaphysics or spirituality or whatever you want to call it. It's the likelihood for people to want to get involved with this type of stuff, but then they don't want to be involved when it comes to actually going through the experience, or really giving their first-hand experiences with people and stuff. It's more like people just want to, try something out, just because, a friend of theirs is doing it or whatever and stuff, but not really because they have this deep love, like this deep love and passion to use it to help people. And I would say that's another thing that relates to the third eye, and that, there are people who want to open their third eyes, and, they just want to work towards doing it because their friend's doing it, not because they want to do it. It's okay to do something because your friend is doing it, but I suggest you have a really deep and, passion and reason for why you're, doing anything like opening your third eye or something like that, or working with energy or whatever. Because guys, this is some powerful stuff. This is real stuff. It's not fake stuff. There are people who are going to say, oh, I'm trying to open my third eye or practice Reiki because I want to see if it's all, real and stuff like that. And, yes, it is very real, but, it's not something you just play around with. This is stuff that's like really serious. So I suggest that, if you're going to be working with it, then, please have love and care for people. Don't try to use this stuff to, cause any harm or hurt people, because that's what some people want to open their third eye for, or maybe, get involved with, using Kundalini energy to have a Kundalini awakening. So guys, I like highly suggest, if you're going into any of these types of spirituality like practices or whatever, do it with an open, honest, and loving heart, not with a cruel, angry, and basically like evil heart where you just want to abuse people, because it can backfire on you, and that may not necessarily be the best thing for you, especially if you get in over your head with what you're doing. So that's why I suggest that you learn from someone who knows what they're doing and stuff. um so yeah. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can think of that I want to say about the Reiki Level 1 class. Um, I think if there's anything else. I think in terms of the Level 1 class, that is going to serve as the reason for whether I'm going to move on to the second class, because I feel like if you take a class, you should have something that comes from it, something that benefits you. If something comes out of this Level 1 Reiki class that that I find beneficial and helpful and like moves me forward in my spiritual journey, then I'm definitely going to move on to take level 2. So yeah, it level 1 is kind of my, trial to see what happens. Now, just because I'm using it as a trial does not mean that I didn't pay for it, though that it was free, because yes, my class was paid for. Actually, my class and my fiance's class basically is, my fiance worked for the money in order for us to take the class. And so we damn sure want to get something out of it and stuff like that, because, it sucks to pay the money we're paying for a class and, it not work out, if it doesn't. I'm not saying it did, because, basically, guys, I haven't taken the class yet, so I don't know what to expect. But, if I pay, a lot of money, I expect a lot of value out of it. So, yeah. So, I'm going to be taking my class this Sunday. Right now, you guys may notice I was kind of yawning. Me and I shouldn't have said yawn because I yawned. It's like 11:32 where I am. It's like a Friday night, guys, and like I'm a little tired. Got zapped from the cold. My energy was just kind of got depleted out. So, guys, yeah, I'm really excited about my Reiki Level 1 class. I do, have expectations. And, I am hoping for the best and pulling for the best. And I will keep you guys updated about what happens, as I progress to become a Reiki master, and even what happens beyond that too. Um, guys, feel basically, if you like this video, like it. If you want to subscribe to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I come out with videos and stuff like that where I share my real experiences on my spiritual journey. Um, and, I, give content that is real experience, no general information. So, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. If you comment below this video or any of my other videos, then yes, I will definitely comment back to you and stuff. So, thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you guys, enjoy, the rest of your day. Um, so, much love and light. This has been Butterfly Spirit, aka Michelle. Goodbye, everyone.